unboxing. This is another one of those I bought it so you don't have to. Not sure if anyone's seen this online, but this kept popping up in my feed, and I happened to be at a bar in Costa Rica drinking by myself, and impulse buy. So about $130 Canadian. It was on sale. I picked up this. It's a POV Pro. Let's open up and see what it's in there. See if I can do this with one hand. So in the box, manual, charging cable. Oh, this is like a lanyard. I think it's magnetic, so it can stick onto that. Sorry, bad camera work here. USB maybe? Or for memory maybe? I don't know, we'll have to read the instructions. That's a little clip on for it. And then this, I believe, is the camera. There. Just a little thing, no screen, no nothing. Let's see. Yeah, gonna have to read the instructions. It shows that it's on though, but does that mean it's recording or what? I have no idea. So let me get the instructions here, see if I can turn it off. Okay, one button. I don't know, one button usually makes it harder for me, but there's something else in here. Oh, these look like mounting stuff. Oh, same type of mounting brackets. Oh, little case like for like, and then the mounting looks like GoPro mounts. Okay, let me read the instructions and I'll get back to you. Okay, got it charged up enough. This here is the lanyard that you're supposed to use, and that's what makes it, or that's what is the magnet to hold it. This here are supposed to put it on, and then you can adjust it. But you, oh, guess I'm not doing that right. But you adjust it and you put it underneath your shirt, and this is what your point of view is. So if I've done this right, the next shot you'll see is what I'm recording, because I'm gonna go take the boys for a walk. So let's go for a walk. So here's the video. I'm not sure how the sound is. I'll have to put something on the screen whether I think it's good or not. Got Duke over here. I don't know if you guys can see him. Crew's over there. Let's go. So again, I really don't. Oh, of course he's pooping. Don't worry, I'll cut this out. Okay, so here's the video, and I don't know if you can hear me very well. Like I said, I'll put on the screen whether it's good or not. But most of you want to know how it is on a motorcycle, since you're probably a motorcyclist if you're watching this. However, as you can see, dark clouds, and I don't know if you heard any of the light or the thunder, but it's starting to rain, and this thing's not waterproof unless it's in its case, and I didn't bring the case because I didn't look outside before I came out. So it might not be today, but I'm going to show you how well. Come on, Duke, gotta get home, it's starting to rain. Next video will be out on the bike, seeing how the camera works out there. So let's go get on the bike. So another test of the microphone and video is I'm going to see if I can show you the app that you can use for it. I'm not sure how this is going to go and how many takes I might need to do, but and I apologize if the light's not too good. Every time I seem to use this thing, it starts to rain, and we haven't had a lot of rain lately, so you can tell how long it's taken me to actually do this video. But yeah, anyways, to use the app, you actually go on to your Wi-Fi and you'll actually connect to it. Cam H88, whatever. I think they're all pretty much the same, and this will bring you to the app. Now, there's not a lot of functionality to the app. It basically, you push on play and it will just show you what you're actually watching. So as you can see, oh, I guess I should bring it in closer. It's, let me pluck out this, well, lack of sun, but you can see basically what you are watching. There's not too much more functionality. It will show you how much video you're doing as well as your battery life. So it's more just, instead of having the screen on camera like a GoPro or something like that, it's actually on the app. So there's not, I've tried touching and playing around with a lot of these things. I don't want to allow access and stuff like that. Changing settings, there's a few settings that you can do on here. Video sound, that would be good for when I'm doing the rides, because as you can tell, the sound out on the motorcycle is terrible, so that's good to know that I can shut it off here. Yeah, so there's a couple time watermark, loop recording, yeah, so there's a few things you can do on there. Again, it's not too much, but I guess you don't really need it, because as you can see, this is not necessarily, especially on a motorcycle, if you're going to be doing moto vlogging with it, turn off the sound and get a different microphone and talk into there, or record what you want to talk about after the fact, in what they call it, post-production or whatever. You could do that. Some of the things I do, even with my Insta360, the few times I have used it, is I do set up the Insta360 and then I connect my my microphone to actually my cell phone, and then I use the cell phone to record my voiceover. But yeah, as you can see, it's not very intuitive, the app, but I figured I would include that in the review. Basically, I think you can stop and start it as well. I don't know where you do that. What does this do? Oh, there, you can zoom in. There. Using that, zoom in. You can change it to a picture, which I don't want to do because I will cut this out. But yeah, I don't see a stop and start on here, unless I just push this. Warning, the application needs to read and write. Oh, I don't know what that means. Anyways, I'm going to stop now. As you can see, image quality is what you would expect for 1080. I mean, everyone's looking at 4K, 8K, whatever K now. So video quality is not the best. Sound quality is really dismal. I haven't tried it with the DJI mic to see if I can attach it. I think you can, because it is a USB-C attachment. Very simple to use. Literally, it's just you hold it to turn it on. You want to start filming. Actually, first things first, you attach it to Wi-Fi. Is you just double tap it and it starts buzzing and it starts searching for it. Push it to turn it off. You want to start filming, you push it, it vibrates and it starts filming. To stop filming, push it, vibrates, it's done. And then to turn it off, you just hold it and it will vibrate and turn off. Now for battery life and memory. So this actually comes with a 256 megabyte memory card. You can change it. It's just a micro USB, which isn't too bad. Battery, it shows 2 hours on the box, but in the manual it shows 2 to 4 hours to charge it, which is actually pretty good, I would think. And then I did an experiment to find out how long it would actually last filming, and to my surprise, actually, it lasted just over 3.5 hours, which is actually pretty damn good, considering that when I did charge it, it did only take 2 hours. So it actually lasts longer than what the charge time is. So that's actually pretty good, I think. And I'm not smart enough to figure out whether it stopped because of the battery or because of the memory, because I don't know how to check to see if the memory card's full. But yeah, for that, wasn't too bad. Now, for whether or not you should buy this. I would never tell anyone to buy anything, to be honest with you. But would I buy this again? To be honest, if I kind of thought I would try to do like vlogs, like moto vlogs and stuff like that for walking around. I think it's fine on the motorcycle, as you can tell with the sound quality is. You're not going to be doing any moto vlogs with it. So for that, no, I wouldn't get it. But for like a dash cam, 3.5 hour battery life, I think that's actually pretty good. A lot of my rides aren't going to be, I've done 3-hour rides and then 3 hours rides home, 3-hour ride home. But you could always just charge it when you're there, because it is pretty easy. It does have just a USB-C charge port. You can charge it on your bike. You can just connect it to your bike if you have a port for charging. I do. So actually on both bikes I have a port for charging, so I could do that. So I think the video quality is good enough for doing it like a dash cam to record any like mishaps or funny things that might happen. It actually wouldn't be too bad for that. So I would get it again for $130 Canadian. It's small. Does have a lot of different attachments. I do like the one that just goes on your chest. That actually works pretty good. And it also does have a case that you can use it underwater for 30 meters underwater. So it's actually not that bad. But yeah, to do moto vlogs, no. Dash cam, yes. Anyways, hopefully that helps you decide whether you spend $130 Canadian on a little camera like this. Anyways, until next time, later.